So there's one question that you can ask yourself to save yourself from mediocrity and to increase your chance of getting on the labels you want, and once you get on there, increasing your chances of success. Obviously, nothing is ever guaranteed, but this will increase it greatly. And that question is, if this wasn't my track, would I play it? The reason this is so important and profound is because when we're making our track, of course we fall in love with the choices that we've made. The melody that we've picked, the structure that we put in for the track, the groove, the elements. We like them because they're ours and we've put them into place. And we don't really take time to look at our tracks from the outside. We spend thousands of hours on our tracks making them as perfect as we can, trying to polish them in all sorts of ways. And along the process, we get very, very attached to a lot of the decisions that we make. All the things that are in there are things that we have a lot of investment in. There's sunk cost, and there's also just like, we put so much effort into it in general, and we want to see that effort rewarded, of course. But we need to take a step back and actually ask ourselves if, in fact, this track is even the right thing. Is it headed in the right direction? This question about if this wasn't my track, would I play it, is super, super key for helping you kind of get there. One of the things this really helps you do is to hone in on what points of the track are actually good. There's two answers, of course, to this question. If this wasn't my track, would I play it? It's either yes or no. And if it's a yes, awesome. We're off to the races, right? But if it's a no, what does that mean? Does that mean that the track sucks? Maybe, maybe not. What it could mean is that there's good parts of the track that deserve to be kept and other parts that you need to throw away. Asking yourself this question allows you to confront the answer much more directly and to then take the steps you need to make your track the best that it can be. If you don't ask this, then you're just going to send it off as is. But if you step back and you look at your track from this perspective, then you're like, okay, well, my melody is half-assed, but this groove is actually pretty decent. I would play this. But then you know what to fix. Or it could be the reverse. One way to find out too, if you don't know the answer to this question about whether you would play it if it's your track or not, play it alongside some other tracks. If you have DJ decks at home, this is very easy to do. Just put your track on a USB stick and pop it in and try to figure out how it fits in with the flow of the other tracks you're playing. Would you have picked that one if in a dark club at 3 a.m. and you're pretty drunk and you're kind of needing something to keep the crowd going? Is that the one that you would have picked? You need to be honest with yourself about this answer. And you can find out that answer during this DJing process. If you don't have decks at home, you can do it in Rekordbox directly by just queuing up a bunch of tracks and putting them together. You could do it in Ableton by putting tracks on top of each other and just previewing them back to back. But if you do have access to decks, it's probably the easiest way. So if you have a friend that has some decks too, just borrow them for a second just to test out your mixes, just to test out your new tracks, and it will pay dividends over the long term. This will make sure that your tracks are not only saying the right message for you, but are going to go farther and do more for your career, get you signed to better labels, and just get you more notoriety. So it's worth checking. It's something that I think about a lot, and hopefully this is helpful to you as well. I'll see you around.